We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now wins. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Panthers.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Carolina.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Eagles, nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25.
By the Panthers.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. We'll call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Reuben Foster. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Panthers 10, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there, he's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout signaled. And they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Flush to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
At the 45-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Wentz now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Wentz again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his pace, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Wentz. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
That's the score, Panthers 24, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete to number 29.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Number 29.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Back at the 36-yard line.
13 yards remaining on second down. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Well, the second down throw on target, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Bridgewater's pass.
A great play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 31, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Panthers.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.